103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas and the radio home for Ottawa University Brave Sports, welcomes you to this broadcast of OU Brave Softball. Our coverage is brought to you by Quality Structures, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Brave Softball on KOFO is also brought to you by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, and Arvest Bank. Now let's go to the field for OU Brave Softball. Here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Welcome back for elimination game number 3 for your Ottawa University Brave softball team. And they are going to send out their ace. Kason Rasmussen will toe the rubber after a heroic performance by reliever Lorelei Gilbert to get Ottawa to this point after a 7-4 victory over Avila just over 30 minutes ago, as Gilbert went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts in relief to give Ottawa a chance. They were down 3-1. They come back to win it 7-4, and now they will take on an old rival in the first. It has taken several titles away from Jay Kant during his years, whether it's in the regular season or postseason. Different face over on the in the dugout in Suzanne Unruh, but not unfamiliar to the KCAC, as Unruh coached at Tabor prior to coming to Friends. But a chance for Kent today, if this team can come away with a win, that to push themselves to the tournament final series tomorrow afternoon.
You know, this has been a great day for the Braves in terms of being gritty and gutty and having to grind it out here down the stretch. Why stop now? If you're here, you just will keep playing.
Leading it off for the Falcons, who are the visitors in this game, will be number 12, Aaliyah Gale, the 5'1" sophomore from Winfield. It was a split during the regular season. Friends won game 1, and then a Riley Newbold home run won it for Ottawa in game 2 in Wichita. And the first pitch to Gale, a strike from Rasmussen, who did throw and get the win in game 1 today. Threw over 100 pitches. She went the full 7. And back in the circle for Ottawa. Gale, a left-handed hitter. Falcons in the red jerseys, black pants. 0-1 pitch, going to be chopped, foul, back off the fence. It's 0-2. Falcons suffering a 4-2 loss to McPherson in the winner's bracket semifinal. Just a few moments ago, they were up 2-1 going into the 7th inning. Gave up 3 runs and fell 4-2. Now they come right back out and take on the Braves. No balls, 2 strikes to Gale. Rasmussen ready to deliver, and that one's low and outside. 1-2. Defensively for the Braves, Sterna and left, Newbold in center, Kippis in right. We'll have Fabian at third, Bunful at short, Copeland at first, Rodriguez back behind the plate to catch Rasmussen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mason will rock and fire, and it's going to be low for ball 2 as the count evens at 2-2.
You know, Rasmussen's used to throwing a lot of innings, a lot of pitches over the course of time. Last year they rode her a lot with that.
Balls and 2 strikes. Delivery from Kaysen, chopped at the plate, but foul. It comes right back to us. We'll go 2-2 again. A lot of the contingent still here for Ottawa. Braves baseball was here for the majority of game 1 and portions of game 2, but they get ready for their matchup with Tabor at 7 o'clock this evening. We'll have that for you as well. Leadoff hitter for the Falcons, 2-2 from Rasmussen. She's going to miss just low, and the count is full.
That pitch was awful close.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff hitter, Gale, in the top of the first inning. 3-2 from Kaysen, and that's going to be dropped. Ball 4 from Rodriguez. Gale gets a leadoff walk. Batting second for the Falcons is number 5, Megan Lowe, the second baseman, 5'3" senior out of Collinsville, Oklahoma. She transferred from Northeastern State, so you have to believe that assistant coach Sam Mendez, knows a little bit about this hitter. This one going to be grounded to third base as the runner at first base is out on the bunt, but they do move the runner to second on the sacrifice from Lowe. I'm not even sure I'll call it a bunt. It was more of a half swing.
Right, yeah, just kind of a check swing almost. Rolls it out front.
One goes sack bunt as it went 5. I believe that actually goes 5-4 as Carney was covering at first. Bring up the 3-hitter, number 8, Priscilla Moore, a freshman out of Beaumont, California. Time called at the plate. Rodriguez getting some turf in her eye.
Wind a little different on this field.
Blowing in more across as we saw yesterday. You can catch one, you can ride it out to left. One out for Mora. She fouls one off her foot. I guess those pants for friends, more gray than black. The Falcons in black, outlined in white on their uniforms.
I think some people refer to that as athletic gray or carbonite.
Carbonite, okay.
Even 79 degrees.
We've warmed up as the day's gone on.
And the wind's picked up.
0-1 pitch from Rasmussen, right down the heart of the plate, 0-2.
Wind gust out of the southeast at 28, gust as high as 45.
The ball's 2 strikes. Runner at second base, and this one chopped at the plate and foul down the third base line. Oh, 2 count again with 1 down. The leadoff walk issued to Gale, who moved over to second on the sacrifice bunt by Lowe. 0-2 pitch from Rasmussen. That looked very close to strike 3. Pitching just a bit outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, tough pitch to take there with 2 strikes for sure.
1-2 count. The 3-hitter Moore. Delivery from Rasmussen low, and that one going to go off the chest of Rodriguez. The runner's going to be safe at third. Gale uses her speed to get the stolen base. Braves, who have trailed in both games right out of the gates to both Tabor and to Avila today, find themselves a little bit whole here in the bottom of, or the top of the first inning. 2-2 count, 1 down. Rasmussen to Mora, outside, 3-2. Rasmussen had Gale 0-2 and lost her there, and now finds herself at 0-2 on Mora, and now it's 3-2. Three-2 from Rasmussen. Again, chop foul and back to the netting. 3-2 again. Ottawa in those pink jerseys, pink socks, white pants. Ottawa across the chest of the jersey in white, outlined in black. 3-2 count. 1 out, runner at third, 4 friends. 3-2 delivery. He's going to be popped up in the infield. Fabian trying to fight the wind, makes the grab. 4 out, number 2.
Yeah, nice job there by Fabian to kind of settle under that. That wind was going to push it up and then blow it back toward third base, and it would be very easy to overrun that play.
Brings up the junior Layla Spracklin, 5'8" pitcher. She's a designated player in this game from San Diego, California. First pitch from Rasmussen, low for ball 1. Spracklin is the ace on this team. Pitched in the game in the loss to McPherson earlier today. 1-0 from Kaysen. Inside. Ball 2. Umpire in our last game was pretty kind with the strike zone, especially early on.
Yeah, it was definitely a little wider and a little taller than what we had seen in the first game of the day.
2-0 pitch from Kaysen, outside and high, 3-0, and Caroline Dallimore on deck, who tell people her home run last year might be the farthest home run I've ever seen in Alumni Park. I actually witnessed that one. That was the only 2 games Ottawa lost in conference play a year ago. Not someone you want to face with anyone on base.
No, and even with the wind blowing the way it is, she still has enough power to get it out of here.
That home run did come off Kaysen. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the first, runner at third for Friends. Sprackland at the plate. Pitch is a strike down the middle from Kaysen. Three-two, make that a 3-1 count, excuse me. Kaysen ready to rock and fire, and it's going to be lifted to the right side of the infield. It's caught by Carney to get out of the jam. Rasmussen works around the leadoff walk. Braves coming to the plate as Friends puts a 0 on the board in the top of the first. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. Truth and integrity are very important to us at Dengel & Son. Everyone at the funeral home has the moral character to speak the truth. This is Dengel & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Equal housing lender.
Here's Matt's going to read us the defensive alignment for Friends.
Sure, for Friends today, in left field is Mora. Center field, Gale. Right field, Segala. Third base, Mitchell. Shortstop, Lang. Second baseman will be Lowe. First base will be Garcia. And Dallimore behind the plate.
We'll catch number 23. That's Isabel Schwinn, the sophomore. 5'7" out of Denver, Colorado, and she will face off against Riley Newbold. First pitch to Riley, high for ball 1, 1-0. Second Colorado native Ottawa faces in this tournament, facing Johnson yesterday from McPherson. 1-0 pitch from Schwinn, catches the corner for a strike, 1-1. Newbold in the win over Avila. Winded 1-4-3, scored a run, had a single. 1-1 delivery to, that's going to be looped, just foul as Newbold tried to take it over the head of the third baseman, which the third baseman, Mitchell, 5'8". Has to be the tallest third baseman I've seen this year.
Yeah, good size there. Almost paid off there. She was almost able to snag that.
Newbold kept Ottawa's lead intact midway through game number 2 on a laser from center field that gunned down a runner. That actually ended the inning. Kept Ottawa on top by 1 over Avila. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Newbold. The same lineup we've seen from the Braves all day. 2-2 delivery to Newbold. Ripped on the left side, but right at the shortstop. Lang for the first out.
Looked like that ball might have jammed Newbold just slightly. Wasn't able to get her arms extended, and it ended up being just a kind of a lazy line drive right to the shortstop.
Brings up the catcher, Justice Rodriguez. Rodriguez against Avila. 1 for 3, had a sack bunt and an RBI single. And a changeup in the zone for a strike 0-1. Winner of this one will play tomorrow in the tournament finals. They will have to beat McPherson twice. 0-1 delivery is going to be outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Bottom of the first inning. Braves at the plate. 1-1 delivery is high. 2-1. Braves have been much more patient than what we saw in the first two games yesterday. They ended up drawing multiple walks against Avila. 2-1 pitch is low, ball 3.
Yeah, I think the Braves they seem much more settled at the plate, willing to take a pitch instead of just rushing to the plate and swinging to be swinging.
Got 2 walks and a hit by pitch. 3-1. At the belt for a strike, 3-2. Two count for the sophomore catcher from Kansas City, Kansas. 3-2 delivery is high, ball 4, and she draws a 1-out walk.
Nice patience there by Rodriguez.
Bring up Allison Carney. Carney with her first extra base hit of the day against Avila as she had a double. So walked as she was 1 for 3. Takes high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Rodriguez at first. 1-0 delivery, low, ball 2. Balls in, no strikes to Carney. Justice Rodriguez at first after drawing the 1-out walk. 2-0 delivery, showing bunt and bringing it back. And that's called a strike as Dallimore was out of her stance when she made the catch. Almost standing in the left-hand batter's box. But it's called the strike. Two-one delivery is a changeup high, 3-1. Balls in, 1 strike to Allison Carney. That one's going to be called a strike on the outside corner, 3-2 on a fastball.
And Schwinn doesn't look like she has overpowering stuff. Mostly seems to be trying to attack Braves hitter by moving the pitch around and some off-speed stuff, hoping they'll chase.
3-2 delivery from Schwinn, lifted down the left field line, but foul. She got most of it. Unable to keep it in play, though. Three-two pitch, rise ball high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks drawn by the Braves. These two teams staying in the same hotel.
Yes.
I think the Best Western here in Great Bend. Pretty solid breakfast. You get to walk over to Perkins.
I would agree. I could use some pancakes right now.
First pitch, strike the bunt, Phil. Above the belt, it's 0-1. That was the last time we ate, was at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yep. The things we do.
0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1. Bunfill homered, doubled, had a 2 RBI single. She picked up 3 RBIs and was 2 for 4 in the win over Avila. 1 ball, 1 strike, runners at first and second with 1 out. 1-1 delivery, and that one was up in the eyes, and she fouls it back. It's 1-2.
Over time, Bunfill has shown the willingness to chase pitches up in her eyes.
1-2 count. The Bunfield. This one popped up and out of play. One ball and 2 strikes, 1 down. Braves with runners at first and second. That one's going to be a changeup lofted to the right side of the infield. Going back on it is the first baseman, as that is the infield fly rule. Caught by the first baseman.
We joke about the infield fly rule, one of the most misunderstood rules in baseball, softball.
We'll see if Hannah Copeland can stay hot. She had a double in the 7th inning. Win over Abla. That's her first extra base hit of the tournament, and she takes a fastball above the belt, which she's 5'11". That tells you where that ball was played. 0-1 pitch to Copeland, low and in the dirt. Dallimore able to block it. It's 1-1. One delivery from Schwind. Outside 2-0. Get that 2-1, excuse me. I think the zone is a little higher where he likes it.
Yeah.
Around the belt, midsection. 2-1 delivery from Schwind, and this one's going to be smashed to center. Is it going to carry? No, it's caught. And the wind just shuts it down for Copeland, who got all of it as the catch is made in center field by Gale. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on base for Ottawa in the first. No score. We go to the 2nd inning here in Great Bend. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
When it comes to your home, quality matters. And when quality matters, choose the best. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call today to have your air conditioner serviced. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
He's able to get runners first and second with 1 out. Unfortunately, able to get anyone in. We are tied 0-0. Start the top of the 2nd. It will be the catcher, Dallimore, to lead it off. The junior catcher from Patterson, California. Talk about that wind, gusts near 50 miles an hour, shut down that home run attempt from Hannah Copeland. She tattooed to center field, which is a pitcher that has to make you feel good as Dallimore fouls that down the third baseline to try and go get some of these power hitters today.
Yeah, it gives you a chance to, not have to be quite as fine with the wind blowing around. It's definitely going to keep the ball in the park more. But as we saw in the other game, right before this, there were 2 home runs, and they were both crushed out of the park with no issues with the wind.
0-1 delivery to Dallimore is low, 1-1. Rasmussen did give up the leadoff walk in the first inning, but then retired the next 3 she faced. She did have a runner get to third. It's Dallimore, Segala, and Garcia for Friends. 1-1 pitch from Kaysen. This one's roped foul down the third base line. She rode the wind near the ticket takers here at the Great Bend Sports Complex.
People should have been hollering to give them a little heads up down there.
I hear that a lot from the baseball side. Not getting many of those today, though.
No.
1-2 to Dallimore. Changeup. Missing just a bit high and outside, 2-2.
Dallimore kind of started her swing, was able to check.
balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter in the second for Friends. 2-2 delivery from Kaysen. Misses high again, somewhere at 3-2.
Maybe that's just a bit outside. But as far as height-wise, it's been being called a lot.
3-2 upcoming from Rasmussen. She'll deliver it, and a strikeout off Dallimore on the changeup. Went back to the changeup and gets the power-hitting catcher to strike out.
Yeah, that was a really nice pitch. Just Dallimore expecting fastball away and got super slow ball.
Brings up the sophomore Vanessa Segala out of Carson, California. First pitch to her, a fastball right down the heart of the plate for strike 1 from Rasmussen. The ball's in 1 strike. Segala in right field. Defensively takes low, 1-1. We can't tell you we have this game and 1 more game left today. There will be no more surprises.
No more surprises.
So we'll have Braves baseball at 7 or sometime around that time. As game prior to that is just began just a few minutes ago. 1-1 pitch right down the middle of the plate again, 1-2. That's Friends and McPherson playing right now. Ottawa will take on Tabor. Bring Blake Griffin onto the broadcast for that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Segala will show bunt. She's shown on every pitch. Now she'll bring it back. 1-2 delivery. Strikes out swinging. Another K for Kaysen.
But you don't spell Kaysen with a K.
Can't out here though.
Can't, yes.
So far you can spell it with 2 Ks.
That's right.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Kaysen, and she will face off against Jennifer Garcia. First pitch to Garcia. Fastball misses a little low, 1-0. 5'3" sophomore from Silomore, California. KCC just wants to hold the tournament in California. We'd probably get a bigger crowd, you think?
Yeah, it would be that or maybe Texas.
1-0 delivery. That one's a little inside to Garcia, trying to get out of the way, 2-1. Spikes got stuck in the turf as she tried to spin out of there, almost a nasty ankle injury. Majority of the Friends players going with the White Sox in the red stirrups today. 2 balls and no strikes to Garcia. Kaysen will rock and fire, and that one's hit softly to third. This will be a tough play for Fabi. Can she make it? She can. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second for the Braves defensively. Go to the bottom half. No score. You listen to Braves softball on KOFO.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for Ottawa, Kippis, Kiger, and Cerna. Kippis was the hero of game one, which seems so long ago at 12 o'clock today. She came through with a 2-run home run and a double. Little fooled by the Avila pitchers in game two as she struck out a couple times, but did have a single. She went 1 for 4. First pitch to her is a strike from Schwinn, who issued a couple walks to Braves hitters in the first inning. Still able to get out of it without giving up a run. 0-1 pitch from Schwinn. That's going to be hit down the line. That's a fair. Oh, that looked like it ended up in foul territory when she fielded it. He says fair, and Kippis is out.
Well, we had a pretty good view of that.
Tell me if I'm wrong there.
You're standing on the line.
That ball took a huge hop to the left side, and she even had to backhand it.
I think the key thing is the ball was fair before when it was fielded, I guess.
But in that case, the glove can hide the line sometimes, and brings up Jillian Kiger. We'll take a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Tiger 1 for 4 against Avila. Had a single and came around to score. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be lifted to the right side and tailed out of play. 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes, and Kiger just going to punch this one right back to the pitcher, Schwinn, who goes to first base for out number 2. It's up the left fielder, Alex Cerna. Alex's RBI single gave Ottawa a 3-run lead in the 7th. 1 for 4 against the Eagles. First pitch to her, low and in the turf. 1-0. Gallimore having some issues with her equipment. One of the straps on the D-pad snapped off. Go with it out there. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 2nd, Cerna takes high 2-0. With Fabian on deck. Delivery from Schwinn. All the strike in the bottom part of the zone, 2-1.
Seems to like more of the strike zone down low if it's inside versus outside. Maybe the strike zone's tilted.
2-1 delivery to Cerna outside, 3-1. Three-one count to the left fielder, Cerna. This one going to be hit off the end of that right back to the pitcher. Schwinn for the 3rd out. We'll go to the 3rd inning, tied at 0. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. We appreciate the people of Franklin County. We serve some of the nicest folks you would ever want to meet. Thank you. We appreciate your patronage. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
Both teams go in order in the 2nd inning. Head to the 3rd here in Great Bend. Elimination game number 3 for Ottawa on the day. Started off with a 4-3 win over Tabor, followed up by a 7-4 win over Avila. For Ottawa to earn a chance to play for a championship tomorrow, they'll have to get through the Friends Falcons. Pitcher Schwinn will lead it off for Friends in the top of the third. First pitch to Schwinn is a little high, ball 1. Isabel Schwinn, 5'7" out of Denver, Colorado. 1-0 from Kaysen. Is in there for a strike with the fastball. 1-1.
Rasmussen still has some good velocity.
One from Kaysen. Rise ball that gets away from her. It's 2-1. Eight, 9-1 is due up for, or at the plate in this inning for Friends. 2-1 delivered from Kaysen. Ripped to left field, going back to the track. It's going to bounce in front of Cerna for a single. Did a nice job of getting it back in just to give up the single.
Yeah, I thought that ball might have a chance to split the outfielders, but Cerna on her horse over there to cut it off and hold Schwinn just a single.
First hit of the game for the Falcons. I'll bring up the shortstop, Hannah Lang, 5'6" senior from Topeka, Shawnee Heights grad. She shows bunt, brings it back, and then takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Nobody out in the top of the third. A scoreless game between the Braves and Falcons. 0-1 from Rasmussen. Again, showing bunt, dropping it down. It's going to be fielded by 5, and she'll go to first base to Carney, who's covering. And Rasmussen heads up play to cover third. The runner gets to second.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous for the Braves there.
It's our second 5-4 put out of the game. Top of the lineup for Friends with Gale.
We know good speed.
She reached on a walk and ended up at third base, but was stranded there. 1 down with a runner at second. That's the pitcher Schwinn. Pitch from Kaysen towards the Friends dugout, almost takes out her teammate in the on-deck circle low. It's 0-1. Ottawa did come back to beat Friends in this tournament a year ago in the game that sent Ottawa to the championship series. That was a comeback walk-off for Ottawa. 0-1 pitch from Kaysen. Low for ball 1, 1-1. One count, top of the third, 1 down. One pitch to Lang. A change up that's going to be hit to the right side of the infield to Carney. She'll pitch it over to Copeland for out number 2. And the runner moves to third.
The second baseman, number 5, making it Low.
That one goes 4-3. Lowe, who dropped the sac bunt in the first inning. Right-handed hitting Lowe. First pitch from Rasmussen. Call the ball on the outside corner. 1-1.
Yeah, I think Rasmussen's a little frustrated trying to figure out exactly where the zone is.
1-0 pitch from Rasmussen low. It's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. It's a low with a runner at third and 2 outs. 2-0 delivered from Kaysen. Hit to the right side to Carney. Up on one hop, makes the throw to Copeland for out number 3 and leaves another runner stranded for the Eagles. We go to the bottom of the third, no score between Ottawa and Friends. Mr. Brave softball on KOFO.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
Summers in Kansas are hot. Is your air conditioner ready for that? Call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
Again, Kaysen Rasmussen works around the leadoff runner reaching. He's able to retire the next 3 that she faces to keep it a scoreless game. 9-1-2 due up for Ottawa against Schwinn. That's been pretty good so far. Matt has not given up a hit to the Braves, just 2 walks.
Yeah, she's kind of kept the Braves out on her front foot. Not overpowering, but she's got good location, good movement on her pitches. And right now, Braves hitters just need to make some adjustments.
Fabian went 2 for 4 in the win over Apple, including a double and a single. She takes one high for ball 1, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Fabian. Delivery from Schwinn is in there for a strike. Sometimes I wonder if maybe we get fooled by the stance from Gallimore.
Right.
A lot of times doesn't always get into a full crouch. Makes it look like that pitch is a little better than it might be. 1-1 pitch. Called the strike on the inside part of the plate. 1-2, and Fabian can't believe it. She steps out of the box.
You got to stay in your at bat here.
1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 delivered low. 2-2.
Looks like Fabian has a nasty bruise on her right forearm, right bicep.
That's probably worked all the way up from that shot she took off her leg earlier.
Yeah.
That's where it ended up. 2-2 pitch to Fabian, hit down the line. It's fair, but hugging the line is the third base, and the throw is low, but dug out by Garcia for the first out. Brings up Newbold, who lined out to the shortstop in the first inning. Have the shortstop playing almost to the very back of the infield. Newbold chops one to third, and it's right at the third baseman. Throw in time for the second out as it goes 5-3 as Mitchell's made back-to-back plays over at third for Friends. Ottawa's turning on these pitches, but we're seeing them again roll those hands over and hit it right into the turf.
Yeah, and it's kind of back to how they hit in the Tabor game, especially early in that game. A lot of balls just beaten into the turf.
Justice Rodriguez will bat with 2 outs, and she takes changeup outside for ball 1. One-0 delivery. Now back to the netting, 1-1.
Do you feel a little wind blown today so far?
Not too bad. I didn't feel it a whole lot on the other field, to be quite honest. Definitely feel it more here.
I think the sideways wind is more annoying. Papers blow around a little bit more.
1-1 pitch from Schwinn. High, 2-1. Rodriguez drew a walk. Able to get to second base, but was left there. Two-one delivery from Schwinn. High for ball 3.
Good eye there by Rodriguez.
Three-one to Justice. Low for ball 4. We'll draw a 2-out walk. Third walk issued by Schwinn.
Second baseman number 11, Allison Carney.
Brings up Allison Carney. Also walked back in the first inning. Fastball inside, called a strike, 0-1.
Love to see Carney be able to get her arms extended here and drive a ball in the gap.
No balls in 1 strike. Justice Rodriguez at first with 2 outs. That fastball well high. Dallimore had to go and get it. 1-1. No score, bottom of the third. Braves at the plate. 2 down for Carney, the runner at first. 1-1 pitch to Allison. It's going to be popped up to the infield as it started out in center field, but blew all the way back in the infield. And it's caught by the second baseman Lowe for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We make that 1 left on base. We go to the 4th inning, no score. It's the Braves softball and KLFO.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Equal housing lender.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Hi, everybody. This is Denny Matthews, the voice of the Royals. Don't miss a game, home or away this year. Keep it locked onto your source for information and entertainment. And Royals baseball in East Central Kansas, 1220. And 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Back for the 4th inning. No score between Ottawa and Friends. So far, just 1 hit between the 2 teams. That one for the Falcons in the last inning, coming from the pitcher for Friends, Isabel Schwinn. Leading it off for the Falcons as they're going to go 3-4-5. Mora, Spracklin, and Dallimore. Mora popped up to third base in the first inning. First pitch from Rasmussen is going to be roped to left field for a base hit by Mora as she splits Buntfill and Fabian on the left side of the infield.
Yep, just kind of ambushed Kaysen with her fastball, first pitch fastball. Just whacked it into left field.
Second hit of the game for the Falcons. Spracklin will hit with Mora at first. Delivery from Rasmussen. They'll show bunt and looked like she might have gone around, but the umpire says she didn't, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the 4th here in Great Bend. No score, but Friends gets a leadoff single. 1-0 pitch. Spracklin attempts bunt, goes around, can't connect. It's 1-1.
Braves had that sniffed out well. Copeland and Fabian were crashing.
One ball, one strike to Spracklin. Showing bunt again, dropping it down. Fielded by Fabian. She'll go to first for the outs. Again, another sack bunt for the Falcons. And might want to get your lottery card out. That is our our third 5-4.
Nice.
I don't think we've had one all season, and we've had 3 in the first 4 innings for Ottawa defensively. Brings up Dallimore. 4 friends with a runner at second and 1 down. Dallimore struck out swinging in the second inning. First pitch to Dallimore, change up high, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Dallimore. Morris standing at second. Delivered from Kaysen.
Oh.
Fastball on the outside corner, called the ball, 2-0. And now you've got to be real careful here with the catcher from California, if you're Kaysen. The outer part of the plate is no-go right now. 2-0 delivered by Kaysen. That one's called a strike, though, down the middle, 2-1. Dallimore really not happy, stepped out and had to regain her composure as that thing from the lower part of the zone, almost below the knees. 2-1 from Kaysen. Change up. Got Dallimore to go after it. She'll foul it back to the netting, 2-2.
Yeah, she lucky to get a piece of that. She was way out ahead of the pitch.
2 count. Kaysen ready to fire. Back on that pitcher's plate. Drives one in. Goes low, and it's 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes, 1 down, top of the 4th. Runner at second for the leadoff single from Mora. She was bunted over by Spracklin. 3-2 from Kaysen. Misses outside at ball 4. Here's a first and second with 1 out.
Yeah, the ball was close. Fortunately, they did not ask me my opinion.
I think you might be able to hear a few of the Ottawa fans' opinions, though.
Yes.
Runners at first and second, 1 out. Segala at the plate, who struck out as well in the second inning. She'll show bunt, bring it back. Takes a first pitch strike from Kaysen. Balls, 1 strike. The right fielder, Segala. Oh, 1 from Kaysen, hit to the left side, caught by Bunfel. Can they double up? Yes, they can. Double play as she goes to first, and she'll throw out Dallimore to end the inning. Double play. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
Watch your daughter walk down the aisle. See your grandson score a goal in his soccer game. How about the colors of that amazing sunset? Can't you just picture it? What if you couldn't? Because you didn't take care of your vision. Frank Eye Center wants to be sure you see it all. Dr. Frank and Dr. Meese can provide for all of your eye care needs, from vision care to medical and surgery services. Their full-service optical lab and dispensary will make sure your glasses or contacts are tailored to your prescription and fit. For all of your eye care needs, visit Frank Eye Center at 14th and Main in Ottawa. Call 785-242-4242 and visit online at frankeyecenter.com.
Home Base wants to make you a part of the home team. Positions are now available in the lumberyard and garden center. Floor staff and cashiers are also needed. In addition to competitive pay rates, you'll also receive employee discounts and the satisfaction that comes with building a better, stronger community. If you're ready to join a service-oriented crew with a strong work ethic and great attention to detail, visit homebaseusa.com or stop by Home Base in South Ottawa and apply today. Home Base is an equal opportunity employer.
Madison Bunfield comes up with a massive double play to end the threat for the Falcons as she made a stab at one that was looking like it was going to hit the turf. Gallimore had left first already, and then she gets thrown out at first with a heads-up play. The Ottawa defense has come up with some big plays as the Falcons have left runners on in the first, third, and fourth.
They really have, and you kind of feel like the Braves might be flirting with danger there in continuing to allow Friends to get runners on and over into scoring position, but they've been able to wiggle their way out of the jams so far.
Madison Bunfield leads it off. In the bottom of the fourth for the Braves, who offensively still searching for their first hit. They've left 3 on base. They've drawn 3 walks. But otherwise, Isabel Schwinn has been in control. First pitch to Bunfield, called a strike on the inner part of the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't.
0-1 delivery from Schwinn is a changeup that Bunfield well out in front. It's 0-2. And when you take that first pitch that's called a strike on the inner part of the plate, I feel like you have to do something with it because you're not sure where the zone is right now.
Right. Yeah, you end up expanding the zone more than you need to.
Bunfield behind in the count, 0-2. Schwinn goes outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 3 hitter, make that the cleanup hitter. Bunfield, 1-2 pitch, popped up in the infield on a changeup, tailing over to the first base side and making the grab. At first is Garcia for the first out.
Yeah, and it looked like Bunfield just, was fooled on the off-speed pitch and, swung hard and pulled her head. And
Hannah Copeland flew out to center field on a ball that was crushed, but the wind had other ideas. That one's called a strike on the lower part of the zone, 0-1 to Copeland. No balls in 1 strike. Change up outside, 1-1. One pitch from Schwinn inside, and Copeland swings at one, fouls it back to the netting. It's 1-2.
Schwinn liked to attack Copeland there, in on her hands. Try not to get her arms extended.
1-2 count. Bottom of the fourth, 1 down. And popping it up out of play again is Copeland. Braves just haven't really been able to drive anything right now, just trying to lift it.
Yeah, short of the 1 ball that was hit straight away into center field by Copeland. Nothing hit hard.
1-2 pitch is a changeup, hit hard down the third base line, but foul. Get it to the bullpen. The Falcons down the third base line. One-two from Schwinn. Hit hard again, but a foul a little farther that time from Copeland.
Schwinn up to 55 pitches. So the Braves are making her work.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Still no score in the bottom of the fourth. 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. Copeland definitely has built their confidence back up. That double that ended the game against Avila, towards the end of the game against Avila, and then a deep drive to center field to start this one, and she'll get it to full as she takes fastball inside 3-2.
Yeah, good battle here. Copeland needs to stay in the at-bat.
3-2 pitch. Copeland pops one up in the infield. The shortstop running it hard. Nobody's going to make the catch. Nobody's covering second base, but a heads-up play by Schwinn to let it go foul. That ball started in the outfield and ended up in front of us.
Yes.
And when I say we're behind home plate, I swear I'm not crazy.
Yeah, literally we're almost directly behind home plate. That ball literally landed just behind the pitcher circle, but a incredibly heads-up play by Friends fielders not to touch it and let it roll foul.
Copeland made it all the way to second base on that play. She hit this one right back up the middle. That's a base hit for Copeland. Throw's not going to get there in time. A great effort by the shortstop, but Copeland easily makes it to first on an infield single.
Yeah, Lang laid all the way out, doing her best Ortega impersonation from Tabor, and Copeland said, if I can't get on one way, I'll get on the other way.
First hit of the game for Ottawa. I know we haven't put in a whole lot of calls this tournament. We do it quite often, but I'm going to put one in right here for Kippis.
There you go.
She's already got one today. She connected for a foul ball in her first plate appearance, so went a long ways. First pitch swinging, fouled out of play. 0-1.
I was thinking you might be putting in a call to Domino's or.
I know what you're thinking about right now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Domino's will be closed by the time we get done today.
True. Very true.
And Kippis smashes one down the line, foul. Down the third base line.
That would have been handy.
I would have been okay with a triple or a double
Yeah.
at that point. So Copeland standing at first base after the single. Braves starting to make better contact here on Schwinn. Kippis behind in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Schwinn, and Kippis strikes out, swinging and one out of the zone for out number 2 in the fourth. Brings up Jillian Kiger with 2 down. First pitch to Kiger. It's called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Kaysen would probably disagree.
Right.
I know we might be a little biased, but it's not even close. 0-1 delivery to Kiger, who swings at one up near the letters, 0-2, and she's behind as well. The ball's at 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, still no score. Braves do have a runner at first. That's Copeland, 0-2 pitch. It's called strike 3 looking. That ends it for Ottawa. They leave one on the base paths. That's it, as they do get 1 hit. No runs. You're listening to Braves Softball on KLFO.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits from financially strong insurers.
Call 800-715-9880.
That's right, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling today.
Call 800-715-9880. That's 800-715-9880.
Sponsored by Annuity General. Producers have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer. Increased income is possible using strategies suited to your goals and may require buying multiple annuities and holding them full term.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
To the fifth inning we go. Still no score between Ottawa and Friends. Elimination game number 3 for the Braves on the afternoon. Garcia, Schwinn, and Lang come to the plate for the Falcons against Case and Rasmussen. Garcia grounded to Fabian in the third inning, and she takes outside corner for a ball, 1-0. One ball and no strikes. Rasmussen still on the rubber for Ottawa. 1-0 delivery from her. It's going to be hit soft down the third base line, backhanded by Fabian, but it's called foul.
Fabian was ready for that.
One ball and no strikes. Let's see it with one of those fancy bat wraps.
Yes.
On the grip. Bright green and white. 1-1 pitch. Lower part of the zone, call the ball 2-1.
You had some fancy bat wraps as a kid.
No, absolutely not.
No?
No, not at all. My standard Easton bat back in the day. Just, did have batting gloves though. 2-1 pitch. Lower part of the zone again, 3-1, and Kaysen just completely confused as to where she could put it right now.
Right.
She started outside, she's had a couple inside, but has just continued to get behind hitter after hitter.
Yeah, and being behind against these good hitters from Friends is not a recipe for success.
3-1 from Kaysen. Ball to strike, 3-2.
Scoring update in the baseball game. Top of the fourth, McPherson 4, Friends 3.
3-2 from Kaysen. Chop to third. Fabian in on it on one hop to throw in time for the first out as that goes 5-3 again.
Yeah, good work there by Fabian. She's so good at reading that and trying to get that ball before it takes that second bounce, which eliminates the bad hop.
Want to make it even tougher. The hitter, when that ball is hit, that ball is coming through the shadow.
Yes.
Right in her direction. As the batter is basically under shadows and the pitcher and the fielder still covered in sun. One down in the fifth. That's a strike to Schwinn. 0-1. Schwinn 1 for 1 with a single. Able to get to third in the third inning, but was left there. No balls, 1 strike. Delivery from Kaysen. Swinging strike over the top from Schwinn. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is low. It's picked out though by Rodriguez.
Not a bad idea there.
See if Schwinn might offer it one.
Yeah, chase away.
1-2 count. 1 down. Top of the fifth. Scoreless game between Ottawa and Friends. Winner moves on to the championship series. The loser goes home. 1-2 pitch, low, 2-2.
I think the baseball game's turned into a homer fest. It's 5-3 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Kaysen delivers, goes with the changeup, almost gets the strikeout. It was foul tipped at the plate. Went off the shoulder of Rodriguez. Luckily, it was kind of deadened before it got to her shoulder. Seems to be okay. 2-2 again.
Yeah, Rodriguez is a tough kid. We've seen her be stepped on and ran into.
2-2 from Kaysen. It's going to be hard to left field. Cerna going back on it. Has a beat. Makes the grab in foul territory for out number 2.
And that ball was actually a lot harder to catch than what you might think. Ball started out into left center field and worked its way back all the way across in the wind. Cerna had to catch it in foul territory. It was a lot of running and a lot of blowing by the wind to push that ball foul almost.
Be the 9-hitter Hannah Lang. Dropped the sack bunt in the 3rd. She'll show bunt right here with 2 outs, then bring it back. Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. No balls in, 1 strike. 2 down in the top of the 5th. Oh, 1 delivery, swinging over the top of a changeup, but 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Lang taking a long time to get back in the box.
Yeah.
Umpire finally tells her, step right back in. 0-2 from Kaysen. Tries to go on the outside corner with the slider. It just misses off the plate. 1-2.
Like it. Challenge pitch there.
One-two count. Delivery from Rasmussen, low for ball 3. Lang were to reach, go to the top of the lineup for Gale. Mason does have a couple walks and 2 strikeouts. 4 2/3. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two-two delivery from Rasmussen. Lifted to right field. This is going to be a tough play for Kearney. Ranging to her left. That ball's going to drop, but Ottawa lets it go into foul territory. Oh, no, excuse me. It dropped in fair territory. In the angle we were at, I thought it dropped foul, but that's going to be a double.
Yeah, unfortunately, just bad luck there. That ball just hung up and kept blowing away from Kippis in right field.
3rd hit of the game for Frentz. Lang comes up with the 2-out double. Kippis chasing from right, Kearney chasing from second. Gale 0 for 1. Grounded to Kearney in her last plate appearance. For the speedy lefty. Delivery from Rasmussen. Hit to 3rd to Fabian. The throw is high, but in time for the 3rd out. Go to the bottom of the 5th, still no score. Here in Great Bend, you're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
When the pressure in your head gets to be too much, you take a pain reliever to feel better. When the pressure on your home's basement or foundation gets to be too much, you better have that pain reliever close by, because you're not going to believe the headache you're about to have. Winter weather causes the moisture in the soil to freeze, then expand. If you have cracks in your concrete walls, they're going to get bigger, and water's on the way in. Instead of taking 2 of these and call me in the morning, just pick up the phone now and dial Dials 785-418-8211. For your foundation and basement needs, dial Dials Construction 785-418-8211.
What is Grub and Chug? It's your destination for fried chicken, burgers, beer, and breakfast served all day. Open Tuesday through Sunday to 9 p.m. or order online. Grub and Chug, 306 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Grub and Chug. Get your grub on.
Enjoy the Wild Blue Yonder at the City of Garnett Airfair today from 8 to 1 at the Garnett Industrial Airport. Fly-ins, airplane rides, military aircraft, food vendors, face painting, and more. Admission to the airfair is free for all ages today from 8 to 1. Visit simplygarnett.com.
Jason Rasmussen has gone 5 strong for Ottawa to give them a chance. Tied at 0 as Braves come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. Cerna, Fabian, and Newbold. That's 8-9-1 for the Ottawa lineup. Cerna popped up to first base in the 2nd inning. We'll get Ottawa started. Made a nice grab in the top half of the 5th in foul territory on a fly ball. And anything in the air that's well hit is going to be tough for outfielders the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's just
First pitch called the strike. Cerna, lower part of the zone.
I meant to pass on Schwinn's at 76 pitches to start the inning.
Cerna fouls it back, 0-2. Gallimore's throw ends up in center field.
Keeping everyone involved.
Bottom 5, leadoff hitter for the Braves, Alex Cerna. Rise ball high, 1-2. Schwinn has given up just the single to Copeland so far. Has walked a couple. Braves have unable to get anyone past second base though. 1-2 pitch. Rope to the right side, but tailing foul. Down the first base line. For the Gold Glove winner.
She made a nice catch in the last inning on a long run in left field.
Braves playing their 19th inning of the day right now. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, just hit off the inside of the bat. It's going to be a close play as Cerna still thrown out by Mitchell for the first out of the inning.
That almost looked a little bit like it was kind of a check swing from Cerna, and ended up making contact with it by mistake.
Didn't get a great jump out of the box either.
No, not at all.
Bring up Fabian, grounded to third in the 3rd inning. Takes low, and first time we've seen that called a ball today, at least for the team in red. Guess Ottawa wasn't a little brighter red.
Right.
Call it that.
Yes.
1-0 pitch. We hit the short backhanded. The throw from Lang in time to take a base hit from Fabian. She smoked it, but is on one hop right at shortstop Lang for the 2nd out.
Yeah, Lang in the right place at the right spot at the right moment there for sure to take away a hit for Fabian.
We'll bring up Riley Newbold. Lang, one of the few seniors on this roster. Newbold 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. First pitch to her, rise ball high, 1-0.
Little 2-out magic here would be great.
1-0 from Schwinn. Fastball for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th, 2 down. Newbold at the plate. 1-1 delivery from Schwinn. Check swing. It's a strike anyway. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Change up that's in the dirt, 2-2. Newbold trying to, or make that Schwinn trying to match what Rasmussen did. Top half of the 5th. Two-two delivery, hit 2 right at Lang again. Just will gobble it up and go to first. Braves do put 3 in play, but the Falcons make 3 defensive plays. Ottawa goes 3 up, 3 down in the inning. Go to the 6th. Still no score between Ottawa and Friends at the KCAC tournament in Great Bend. You're listening to Braves Softball at KOFO.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits from financially strong insurers.
Call 800-715-9880.
That's right, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling today.
Call 800-715-9880. That's 800-715-9880.
Sponsored by Annuity General. Producers have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer. Increased income is possible using strategies suited to your goals and may require buying multiple annuities and holding them full term.
Top of the 6th inning here in Great Bend. No score between Ottawa and Friends in the KCAC softball tournament. Be the two-hitter Lowe, followed by Mora and Spratlin for the Falcons. Asmussen through 5 innings, throws 76 pitches. Add that to her 100 from earlier today. First pitch is a strike at the knees, 0-1. A 1 count. Asmussen ready to deliver. Goes outside, 1-1. I'd go with the slider, just kind of slipped out of her hand.
Other big sporting events today, Kentucky Derby. Run for the Roses.
1 ball and 1 strike, nobody out in the top of the 6th. Leadoff hitter for the Falcons. Lowe is 0 for 1. The ground out and then a sac bunt back in the 1st inning. 1 ball or 2 balls and 1 strike. The right-handed hitting second baseman. From Collinsville, Oklahoma. It's 2-1 pitch from Kaysen. Foul tipped. Might have caught the foot of Lowe as well. It's 2-2.
Yeah.
Two count. A game like this, leadoff hitters getting on base at a premium. 2-2 delivery from Kaysen. Hit right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit as Ashton goes off the base at second and a single for Lowe.
Yeah, he couldn't hit it any more up the middle than that.
Brings up Mora, who singled back in the 4th, left stranded at second. That inning that ended in a double play. Prior to that, Segala popped up the third base. First pitch to Kaysen. Segala shows bunt. The run down to second is safe as Lowe gets the stolen base. Now you don't have to have the sac bunt to get her to second. She can get to third. Head coach Suzanne Unruh has seen this inning play out too many times so far and takes it into her own hands. And
right.
As the runner go take second. No balls and 1 strike. Mora dropped the bunt here. He doesn't. She takes it outside, 1-1.
Probably setting it up. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you're willing to bunt with a runner on first and nobody out, you should be willing to bunt with a runner on second with nobody out. My opinion.
1-1 count. Low at second base for the Falcons. Delivery from Kaysen. Mora takes the changeup for a strike. 1-2. On deck is Spracklin for the Falcons. Full ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out on the top of the 6th. 1-2 delivery, a changeup, she'll strike her out. Moore goes down swinging. 3rd strikeout of the game for Kaysen. Spracklin 0 for 1. She dropped a sac bunt in the 4th. Spracklin takes high for ball 1. Lowe had a huge jump as she was looking for that changeup to try and take 3rd.
She really was.
You can tell Friends maybe pressing a little bit on the base paths right now.
Yeah, willing to be extra aggressive.
Well, when you're down to, both teams are under 6 outs remaining. Got to try and press it maybe a little bit. 1-0 delivery. It's for a strike, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Spracklin at the plate for Friends. Low at second base. 1-1 from Kaysen. Lower part of the zone missing. 2-1. Now Justice Rodriguez going to come and talk to her pitcher.
Yeah, definitely not something, you want to mess around here and miss Spracklin and get Dallimore to the plate with 2 runners on.
Long conversation between Rodriguez and Rasmussen.
McPherson and Friends in the top of the 5th. 5-3 McPherson.
2 balls and 1 strike here in the Braves and Falcons. Delivery from Kaysen. Chop foul towards the Friends dugout, 2-2.
Strikeout would be big here.
Dallimore on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Kaysen ready to fire. Breaking ball gets her again. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kaysen. To get Spracklin on the breaking ball. It's up Dallimore.
Can't let up here, celebrate the strikeout, but you got to get right back in and deal with Dallimore.
Dallimore struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, but was thrown out on that double play. They doubled her up at first. First pitch to Dallimore. Fastball on the outside corner. Not called a strike, 1-0. Brought up a great point, Matt. Does velocity have an effect on an umpire?
It can. Absolutely it can.
1 ball and no strikes. Runner at second for Friends. 1-0 delivery. Outside, 2-0. On deck is Segala, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and grounded into, or lined into a double play. Saw Dallimore connect on a foul ball that would have been a home run earlier. Now she's ahead in the count, 2-0. Kaysen kind of deal back after that leadoff single. Takes inside, 3-0 does Dallimore.
And at this point, do you pitch carefully to Dallimore, put her on? Essentially the unintentional, intentional walk. Take your chances with Segala.
Times we've seen Dallimore actually go after some of these 3-0 pitches.
Right.
She's not one that likes to try and deal with an intentional walk. She wants to swing the bat. No doubt about that. 3 balls in, no strikes to Dallimore. And Braves go at her with a fastball for a strike, 3-1.
Feel like this is a big batter here in the game for sure.
3 balls and 1 strike, 2 down in the top of the 6th. Dallimore at the plate, low at second for the Falcons. 3-1 for Kaysen, goes low for ball 4. They will walk Dallimore to get to Segala. They're going to give Dallimore a courtesy runner.
Looks
Yes,
like they will.
They will send out a courtesy runner. That's going to be number 20, Mahaley Owens, 5'4" sophomore out of Limon, Colorado. That's Lyman. Yeah, Lyman, Colorado.
Lyman? Limon? No, it is Lyman.
Segala 0 for 2, a strikeout. Lined out into a double play, but it was well hit at Buntville. Falcons with runners at second again. 2 down, top of the 6th, no score between the Braves and Falcons. First pitch from Kaysen. Right down the middle, not called a strike, 1-0. One ball and no strikes. Sakala was watching that all the way. 1-0 pitch from Kaysen. That one's called a strike in the exact same spot, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of the 6th. 1-1 delivery from Kaysen. Changeup right down the middle for a strike. 1-2.
Really good pitch there by Rasmussen.
1-2 count. Runners at first and second for the Falcons. Kaysen will fire the fastball low. It's blocked by Rodriguez to keep the runner at second. 2-2. Huge play by Rodriguez.
Oh, absolutely. And again, the value of being athletic behind the plate allows her to knock it down. And even though it squirted away a little bit, she was able to pounce on it and keep the runners from advancing.
2-2 count. Pitch from Kaysen. Changeup misses low. Full count, 3-2. Garcia on deck for Friends. Kaysen was unable to get Segala here. Kaysen was ahead in the count, 1-2, but back-to-back balls. Full count. 3-2 from Kaysen. Hit down the line. That's a foul ball.
Braves are lucky there. That ball was going to be in the corner. And
credit to the umpire. He got out of the stance quickly.
Yep.
Had a really good angle. I mean, I'm looking right down at here, but
he was blocking your view.
Diving effort, though, from Fabian. Wouldn't have been enough if it was fair. 3-2 again for Segala against Rasmussen. Kaysen will rock and fire one more time, and it's going to be called ball 4. Just maybe a bit outside, and the bases are loaded. Jay Kant going to come talk to his pitcher. He's walked 2 in the inning. Start off the inning giving up the single, then got back-to-back strikeouts, and now has walked 2 straight. I think we might get a pinch hitter.
Right. Rasmussen, as of right now, at 102 pitches.
It'll be Jada Easterbrook, who is going to pinch hit for Garcia. Brooke, a 5'4" freshman out of Tracy, California. Two down, top of the 6th inning. No score, bases loaded for Friends. Rasmussen faces the freshman, Easterbrook. Right-handed hitter. First pitch from Kaysen is chopped foul. That ball was low. And she took a big swing at it. It's 0-1. Bailed out Rasmussen on that one.
It's a lot to ask in a big situation. Been on the bench all game. Hey, kid, go grab a bat. Go get a hit.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded for Friends. 2 down. A 1 from Kaysen. Swinging strike 2. She's ahead at 0-2. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. And Rasmussen put up another 0. Delivery from Kaysen. Framed nicely by Rodriguez, but called the ball. 1-2. Easterbrook was not swinging.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch, close. Made her think.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Rasmussen. Low, it's chopped foul though. It would have been ball 2. Easterbrook protecting at the plate. One ball and 2 strikes again. One, 2 for Kaysen. Delivers, changeup, it's popped up but foul, out of play. Easterbrook a little out in front.
Good battle there.
Race started today at 12 p.m. and have played softball ever since. And they gut out one more right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for the Falcons. Top of the 6th inning, no score. Braves trying to keep that 0 on the scoreboard. Can Rasmussen reach back for 1 more? 1-2 delivery from Kaysen. Ripped to the right side, softly hit. And Carney will lift it over to Copeland to get the out as Friends leaves the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Great Bend. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
On Cue, downtown Ottawa's new destination for billiards, beverages, including beer on tap, live music, darts, and more. On Cue is open to all ages, Tuesday through Saturday, 6 p.m. till 1 a.m. 111 North Main Street, downtown Ottawa, next to the bridge. Make your break for On Cue.
Have you seen the new Fords at Bob Allen Ford? New F-150s, Broncos, Super Duties, and the all-electric Ford Maverick truck. For all the great details, see Bob Allen Ford in Ottawa or visit boballenfordottawa.com.
Ottawa Bible Church is a growing and thriving gospel-centered church. I'm Dave Edwards, a member of OBC, and I'd like to invite you to join us each Sunday morning as we gather for a rich sense of community, lively worship, and the expository preaching of the Word of God. We offer a mid-morning breakfast at 8:45, adult and children's Sunday school at 9:15, and services are at 8 and 10:15. More about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com. We hope to see you soon.
Kaysen Rasmussen just continuing to dig deep. Had over 100 pitches this morning in the first game over Tabor. Over 80 pitches now. Matt, what was that final count as of right now for Kaysen?
For Kaysen, she is at, let's see, 108 pitches so
108.
far through 6.
2, 3, and 4 for the Braves, who have only managed 1 hit through 5 innings. On the pitcher, Isabel Schwinn. Sophomore from Denver, Colorado, has been very good today. Rise ball, though, high, gets away 1-0.
Let's hope the long inning. She's a little stiff.
Well, the temperature dropping too. Everyone's starting to put the pullovers on. 1-0 pitch at the belt for a strike, 1-1.
Pullovers.
1-1 strike to Rodriguez, who is not recorded at bat yet as she's walked twice, and she'll take one outside, 2-1. Ray is trying to do the improbable and win 3 games in one day. They've done it in 2018. Came up short in 2019. Of course, no season in 2020, and then they win the conference title in 2021. They won 2 of 3 games, though, in 2019.
Yes.
Get to a matchup with Avila that year. Late. Rise ball high, 3-1. Fortunately, Avila was the team that handed Ottawa both losses at that tournament in 2019.
Yeah, that sometimes the team just has your number on those days.
3 balls and 1 strike. That one on the outside corner, called a strike, 3-2. Gallimore had to move over to the right to make the catch. The count goes full. 3-2 count to Rodriguez, bottom of the 6th. Ropes one up the middle. That's a base hit into center field for Justice. And a leadoff single in the bottom of the 6th.
Good job there by Rodriguez. Kind of stay back on that pitch. And again, the Braves have found success today when they've taken pitches the other way in this win.
The Allison Carney to hit with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th and a runner at first. She's going to drop the bunt. They're going to call foul ball there as it did hit the plate. Drop the bunt. 0-1. Carney 0 for 1 has reached on a walk. Oh, 1 count for the junior from Valley Falls. 1 pitch. He's going to show bunt. Drop the bunt nicely. It'll be the third baseman, Mitchell, who makes the throw. Big turn by Rodriguez at second. She'll stay there, though, on the sac bunt by Carney. I mean, Mitchell has just not made any mistakes at third. For
another 5-4.
The 4th 5-4 of the day. Bring up the cleanup hitter, Madison Bunfill. Rodriguez at second. Scoreless game in the bottom of the 6th. Changeup high, 1-0. Ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bunfill at the delivery. Very fast to the netting. Madison 0 for 2 with 2 pop-ups to the first baseman. Have to try and extend those hands. Really tried to work her to the inner part of the plate all evening.
They really have.
1-1 delivery to Bunfill. Fastball low, 2-1. On deck is Hannah Copeland, who has one of 2 Ottawa hits. The 2-1 pitch. The fastball gets by Bunfill in a hurry, 2-2. Rodriguez with decent speed, and Rosenbag outside of the circle right now.
Good catch. If you notice, Rodriguez playing a little cat and mouse as well at second, looking in, trying to give Bunfill a tip off.
2-2 pitch, changeup hit hard. That's to right field. That one going back, and it's caught. They're going to tag up from second. Is Rodriguez? She'll be safe at third. That ball's going to go by. Here comes Rodriguez to the plate. She will score, and Ottawa goes up 1-0 on the throwing arrow for Friends.
Just some unfortunate luck there for Friends. Bunfill hit that ball all the way to the fence in right center into To the teeth of this wind, that ball would have been gone any other time. And then Rodriguez tagging smartly.
And E4 from the second baseman, low, as she fired it over the head of Mitchell. And that's a tough task as Mitchell is 5'9". And the Braves lead it 1-0. Fastball high to Copeland, 1-0. Heads up, base running by Justice Rodriguez. One-0 delivery to Copeland is high, 2-0.
Much like we said earlier, no reason not to be greedy. Let's get some more.
Two-0 pitch. There's a fastball for a strike, 2-1. Strike, 2 outs. Two down, bottom of the sixth. 2-1 delivery to Copeland. Rips one, but it's popped up in the infield. Again, this one tailing into foul territory. Called off by Dallimore. She can't make the grab. And it's 2-2.
And again, we've really seen today, Casey, any ball that's in the air, especially in the infield for a period of time, is really an adventure for both teams.
Head coach Suzanne Unruh just head and hands over there, has her face hidden by the clipboard. The second one should have been an out for the Falcons that somehow drops between two of her defenders. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Copeland takes outside, 3-2. Kippis on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This one's hit down the line. That's a base hit for Copeland over the head of the third baseman, and she'll have a 2-out single.
And that ball was absolutely roped as well.
I'm not sure Mitchell ever saw it, which is scary. She's got sunglasses on, but
yeah, it was hit hard enough that
she didn't really even try to protect herself, which makes it even scarier. I mean, she kind of threw her arms up as much as she could, but brings up Kelsey Kippis. He takes fastball for a strike, 0-1. Kippis 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th, Braves lead it 1-0 on the throwing error by the Falcons that scored Justice Rodriguez. A 1 delivery from Schwinn, a breaking ball. It's hit off the end of the bat. It's going to be a close play at first. That's just by half a foot ends the inning. But Ottawa leads 1-0. 3 outs away from heading to the championship series. When we come back here in Great Bend, you'll listen to Braves Softball on KOFO.
I'm Jeff Piney for New Century Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 90% of our vehicles are going to be trade-ins where we know something about it, where it came from, and then they get reconditioned in our shop, and they go through a very rigorous recon. We go through and inspect all of the safety-related items. If it needs brakes, if it needs rotors, even the simplest thing is windshield wiper blades. I mean, that gets overlooked a lot of places. We take care of it. New Century Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram on Baptiste in Paola.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor to make
the earth take the shape that I wanted to take.
And the Allens fire up their John Deere 3032E compact tractor to
grow about 9 acres of flowers.
Because the beauty of having land is deciding how to make it yours. There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Braves able to take the lead and are 3 outs away. They'll send out Case and Rasmussen to go get 3 more, Matt.
Yeah, this is big. This is what they play for all day, right? Opportunity to keep advancing. Just got to stay within yourself, take a deep breath, not get overexcited.
Schwinn, Lang, and Gale due up for the Falcons. Rasmussen ready to deal for the Braves. Needing 3 outs. First pitch to Schwinn, low for ball 1. Schwinn does have a single in the 3rd and then flew out in the 5th. 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the 7th. 1-0 delivery from Rasmussen, low, 2-0.
No, what you don't want here in this situation is a leadoff walk. That opens up a lot of options for Friends.
Kind of been part of Kaysen's issue today. Has given up a couple leadoff walks. She's been able to grind back out after that 2-0 pitch. Right down the heart for a strike, 2-1.
And it looks like Friends does have somebody warming up. It's Sprackling.
2 balls and 1 strike. Delivery from Kaysen. Changeup misses outside, 3-1. Friends was in the reverse position earlier. They needed 3 outs to get the win over McPherson. 3-1 pitch, right down the heart, 3-2. They were up 2-1 and gave up 3 runs to McPherson, or the Bulldogs would ultimately win that game 4-2.
All right.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter in the top of the 7th for Friends, and the Braves leading 1-0. 3-2 delivery from Rasmussen. Low ball 4. Leadoff walk again. Bring up the shortstop, Hannah Lang, who doubled in a bizarre fashion in the 5th inning.
Yes.
Just a blooping ball over the head of Kearney that just continued to work towards foul territory, and it just drops right in on the line. Friends today have left 7 on base. 5 of those have been in scoring position. Lang will show bunt. Pitch from Kaysen. Dropping the bunt is Lang. It's going to go to Rodriguez. She can't field it. And it'll be an infield single. I believe they'll call that. We'll wait and see. Potentially an error there. She dropped the bunt to the first base side. They didn't want to go to Fabian. Probably going to be an error.
Probably will be an error, unfortunately.
That is an E2, and runners at first and second with nobody out for Friends. Rodriguez thought that ball was going to bounce up a little bit more, tried to barehand it, couldn't throw it over. First 2 reaching for Friends in the 7th inning. We'll bring up Aaliyah Gale. The speedster can also drag a bunt if needed. She shows it, and she went around. That's strike 1. 0-1.
Yeah, good call there by the umpire to recognize that.
No balls and 1 strike, nobody out. Top of the 7th. Braves have a 1-0 lead, but Friends has had the first 2 hitters in the inning reach base. A 1 pitch from Rasmussen. That's going to be another bunt, and it's a perfect one, and everybody's safe. Bases loaded, nobody out. Single for Gale.
Not a lot you can do on that.
All day they've bunted to the third base side. The last 2 have gone to the first base side, and we'll have a meeting at the mound for the Braves. 3 had a leadoff walk. Lane dropped down a bunt that Rodriguez commits the error, and then a bunt single by Gale. As Friends in business with the bases loaded and nobody out, it'll be Lowe, who singled in her last plate appearance in the 6th, followed by Mora and Spracklen if Braves are unable to hold this right here.
Yep, what you're hoping for here is
grounder back to the pitcher.
Grounder to the pitcher, a strikeout.
Strikeout would probably be better, yes. Let's just go ahead. 3 straight strikeouts to end this game, Matt. Lowe, 1 for 2. Talk about that single where she was left at third base. Also has a ground out. Ottawa's infield playing in. First pitch from Rasmussen. Popped up in the infield, but foul as it gets out of play. And the wind just torching that ball.
Well, the other thing you have to think about, too, is if you're in the outfield for the Braves, is a ball hit through the middle, they're going to try to score that runner from second, you feel like. So you need to come up and be ready to throw.
0-1 count to Lowe. A 1 delivery from Kaysen. Change up low, 1-1. Braves have battled to this point, playing their 21st inning of the day. 2 elimination wins. Almost 7 hours of softball. Now with the bases loaded and nobody out, have to find a way to get out of a huge jam. 1-1 from Kaysen. Hit to the right side. That'll be a base hit. That's going to score at least one. They're going to send the runner home. It's going to be cut off there. Now we've got a pickle. And Rodriguez going to chase the runner back to third. Out there. It's Rodriguez. Oh, she almost got her out at third. She's going to get one runner at third, and her diving effort almost turns a double play. But it is tied at 1, which is the ultimate goal. But what a heads-up play by Justice Rodriguez.
Yeah, she did exactly the right thing, and that was, and also not to take it away, a heck of a throw from Kippis in the outfield. It was almost a good enough throw to get the runner at the plate.
Exactly right. I think there was some confusion from Friends. The first runner scored, but you're right. Kippis with a cannon to get it to home plate. Wonder what Jay might be checking on here as he comes out. We are tied at 1, and runner still at second and third. And all of that, Lowe managed to make her way to second base. So the runner, Lang, my apologies, Swin scores. Lang was out at home. And then you have Gale at third for the Falcons. At the plate is Mora. First pitch to her. Fastball misses low, 1-0. A ball and no strikes. And I think Rodriguez might have a case for that tag at third.
Yep. It was close for sure, absolutely.
1-0 pitch from Rasmussen, swinging on a big strike. Over the top is Mora. 1-1. Mora singled in the 4th, flew out and struck out most recently in the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th. Falcons at the plate, runners at second and third. Lots of speed on the base paths where a single would easily score 2. 1-1 delivery from Rasmussen, changeup that's popped up down the third baseline and foul. Cerna will chase, but it's going to drop near the bullpen. Well, we know Ottawa will bat at least one more time. Kiger, Cerna, and Fabian will be due up for Ottawa in the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Runners at second and third. A strikeout will go a really long way right now for Kaysen. 1-2 pitch to Mora. Runner going and just missing outside is Kaysen 2-2.
Pitch was close, very close.
Two count. Delivery from Rasmussen, ripped to the shortstop. Backhand made by Bunfield. The throw is in time. It's dropped though, and everyone's safe. As Copeland unable to snag it, and it's already a 2-1 lead for the Falcons. Wonder how we will score this, Matt, as far as who the error goes on.
Yeah, we'll
probably going to be an E3 on Copeland. Scoring from third is Gale. It's a 2-1 lead for the Falcons with runners on the corners and 1 out. Spracklin will now hit with runners on the corners. Friends has come back after Ottawa took the lead in the bottom of the 6th to score 2. They trailed 2-1.
I believe they scored it as a hit.
Generous.
I say that.
Showing bunt is Spracklin. She went around. They've got the runner pinned down at second. And they able to get to second base. It's going to be Mora. It was a strike. It's 0-1. Rodriguez trying to get the runner out at second, but now the force is gone for the Braves.
The error was charged to Bunfill.
Okay. So it goes E6 on Madison. Mora now at second. We have Lowe at third. Spracklin at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Rasmussen ready to deliver. Just outside, 1-1. Dallimore on deck. Last thing you want to do is load him up for her. 1-1 count. 1 down in the 7th. Falcons have 2, trying to add on. They lead it by 1. 1-1 from Kaysen. Hit hard to the left side. That's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. That ball actually deflects off the glove of Bunfill, but it's 3-1 Friends on the RBI single from Spracklin. It's all coming unraveled for Ottawa here. Braves are going to bring in Lorelei Gilbert to try and get a couple more outs this afternoon as Rasmussen's day is done. Ottawa trails 3-1 in the top of the 7th. Gilbert will get some time to warm up. We'll take a break. Listen to Braves softball on KOFO.
DQ presents how to make mom and the whole family happy this Mother's Day. Step 1. Give mom a world-famous DQ cake made with vanilla soft serve and a fudge and crunch center. Step 2. Dig in. Slice into that shareable DQ cake and give everyone a piece, starting with mom, of course. Step 3. Watch as everyone enjoys this Mother's Day favorite. Because when mom is happy, everyone's happy. And nothing makes mom happier than sharing the happy with her favorite people. And by happy, we mean DQ cake. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Jane Patterson, formerly of Topeka, explains why she would gladly recommend Betty Berzer of Reese Nichols Town and Country Realty to anyone looking to buy or sell a home.
She would be the first on my list. Yes, definitely. I would recommend her to anybody that's looking for a home. It was just, it was such a good experience for us. She was just so helpful and so kind. She was just real considerate of what we were wanting.
Betty Berzer, Reese Nichols Town and Country Realty. Go to her website at bettyberzer.reesenichols.com.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Gilbert comes in after 5 innings pitched a couple hours ago against Avila. Gave up just 1 run, and she's going to have to face Dallimore right here with runners at the corners and just 1 out. Dallimore 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And Ottawa was 3 outs away just a few minutes ago, and it's been turned all up on its head right now, down 3-1. First pitch from Gilbert is a strike, 0-1. One thing we saw a lot of from Gilbert was strikes in that game against Avila, and she let her defense make plays behind her.
She really did.
But right now, too good of a strike could end up over that 225 sign. 1-0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1.
You know, the Braves need to remember runner at third, still only 1 out here in the 7th.
Well, and Dallimore, not with great speed, could get a double play here. This one lifted up in the infield. And chasing is Bunfill to make the grab for out number 2 on the pop-up from Dallimore.
Even that routine fly ball on the infield was a bit of an adventure.
An F6. We have Vanessa Segala 0 for 2 with a walk in the 6th. Friends has been threatening all day. Has had runners left on base in every inning except for the 2nd, and her first swing is a foul ball, 0-1. All things to remember, Ottawa already in the national tournament. No matter what happens here. 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. Talking to Jay Can at breakfast today, wanted to see what part his team had. And they have shown all of it today.
They really have. They've battled back. They haven't played particularly well, especially in the first couple games, but just gutted it out.
1-1 pitch is a changeup that's looped to right field. This could be interesting. Carney trying to come in, makes the grab. And preventing more damage is Lorelei Gilbert as she comes in and gets 2 big outs. Braves will need 2 to force extras, 3 to win it when we come back in the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Braves Softball on KOFO.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. Speak to hiring managers, learn about benefits, and possibly receive a job offer the same day. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. New team members are eligible for benefits from the first day of employment. Sign-on bonuses available for select positions, and student loan repayment assistance is available too. Turn care into career at Advent Health Ottawa. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. History tells us that people all over the world for thousands of years have always marked a death with some kind of ceremony or ritual. There's a reason for that. The human mind needs that tangible evidence to accept death. We are here to help you plan a beautiful service that will honor your loved one, as well as help you begin the next chapter of your life. This is Dengel & Son Mortuary.
Leading it off for the Braves in the bottom of the 7th, needing 2 runs will be Jillian Kiger. Kiger 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout looking. So it is 7, 8, 9 due up for the Braves, needing 2 runs. They'll face Schwinn, who they managed to score a run on in the 6th inning. First pitch to Kiger is looped to left field. That one driving to the left side, tracing and making the grab on the run is the shortstop, Lang, for out number 1. That one almost had eyes, man.
It really did. I thought it was going to get down, but unfortunately it did not.
Brings up Alex Cerna. 0 for 2, and these hitters for Ottawa, many of them are at the plate for their 13th and 14th plate appearances of the day, and just mentally exhausted at this point, I'm sure.
Yep. But this is what it takes to play in the national tournament.
First
Regional.
pitch to Cerna is a strike. And if I'm not mistaken, I think at max you play 2 games in that loser's bracket of the national tournament, but still, you know, would love to have this one if you can get it
right
at the same time. Bigger picture. 0-1 pitch is a changeup. Cerna chops it over to Jay Kant. Unable to hang on over there in foul territory. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Ottawa down 3-1. They're down to their final 2 outs. 0-2 pitch, changeup outside. 1-2. Gallimore had to scoot over all the way in the other box, and Twins fans still thinking that should have been a strike.
Lots of passion there.
1-2 count to Alex Cerna. Schwinn, low, 2-2. Did she swing? Even offer? Hey, Gallimore wants to appeal, and she'll get it, but Cerna definitely didn't go around. 2-2 count. Delivery from Schwinn, low, ball 3. We did see Sprackland warming up before she came to the plate. But Ottawa would love just to get the tying run to the plate here in the 7th.
Absolutely.
3-2 count to Cerna. Pitch from Schwinn. Rope to the right at the shortstop. That ball looked like it didn't make the catch. It looked like it hit ground first, but they're going to call it an out. That goes L6.
Yeah, the umpire had it all the way off the bat.
Ottawa now down to their final out. Lang's made some really good plays at short today defensively. Falcons have not committed an error. Excuse me, they committed one in the 6th on the throwing error that gave Ottawa the lead. Fabian grounds it to Mitchell. Mitchell throws in time, and that does it as Ottawa falls 3-1. to the Friends University Falcons here in the game, in elimination game number 3. Ottawa will still head to the national tournament, but their run at the KC8 tournament ends now. We'll take a break. Listen to Braves Softball on KOFO.
Is it a coincidence that the oldest chartered bank in Franklin County was voted the best bank in Franklin County for the 3rd year in a row? At Kansas State Bank, we don't think so. This is Vice President Tony Meechin, and we appreciate you thinking of us as the best. We know it's because you appreciate our stability and longevity as Ottawa's only hometown community bank, serving generations since 1917. Kansas State Bank will continue to do what we do for you to be the best. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor to make
the earth take the shape that I wanted to take.
And the Allens fire up their John Deere 3032E compact tractor to
grow about 9 acres of flowers.
Because the beauty of having land is deciding how to make it yours. There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Final scores, Ottawa falls 3-1 to Friends University in their 3rd elimination game. We'll go ahead and get Jay Kent on now as he will graciously join us in a tough loss for his team today, where they took a 1-0 lead into the 7th, and your team hung on for 20 innings today, Jay, and this one's going to be hard to swallow, but you wanted to see what guts your team had, and they gave everything they had.
Man, they left it out there, and to play 21 innings of elimination ball, and you're really 1 inning away from getting three wins today. But I'm so proud of our players. They busted their tails today, and you got to give friends some credit too. They could have folded in that 7th inning after they gave up the run, and had some patience and drew that walk, and then give them credit. 2 great bunts that put us in a tough position, and things, but yeah, I'm just proud of our players, and they showed some toughness today that I think will carry over to when we get to the national playoffs.
Talk about Kason Rasmussen, and I know she gets saddled with the loss, but went 6 innings strong. You mentioned the 2 bunts that just they went down the first base line and just died there. Credit to Friends on that, but when you ask her to go out there after throwing 100 pitches in game 1 today, to come back and give you everything she had, I mean, just talks about as the KCAC Pitcher of the Year, what she's done for you over the past 2 years in KCAC play, and now heads to her 2nd postseason here in a week and a half.
Yeah, it's not easy throwing 100+ pitches and, coming back later today. That's a lot to ask, and she gave us everything she had. I think today she showed why she was the conference pitcher of the year for a 2nd time, and an All-American and those kind of things. So we got everything we could out of her. Unfortunately our bats didn't come alive, but they maybe could have. But like I said, I'm just proud of our players and how hard they fought.
Now you get ready to find out where you go for the national tournament. I mean, it could be anywhere from Oregon to Georgia potentially at this point for your group. I know heads are going to be held high. It's a tough loss. You never want to lose one in the KCAC tournament just because the emotions. But as you kind of look forward, and have some time to go back and practice for a week, any main focuses from you that you take from this tournament?
No, I think it's just going back and trying to stay sharp, because wherever we go, there's going to be 4 really good teams there, 3 others besides us. And, we got to be ready to play and get ourselves locked in. We'll probably spend Monday and Tuesday, probably going a little lighter. This was a tough weekend, not just mentally, but physically. And so, we'll kind of catch our breath. Hopefully by Wednesday we know who we play. I'm not sure when the selection show is, but and start putting a game plan together for where we're going to go and trying to scout the 3 teams that will be with us. And but we have nothing to hang our heads up.
Absolutely not.
We eliminated 2 teams today, and Friends may have beat us, but they didn't eliminate us, so we still got games to play.
That's right. Well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by, and look forward to covering you and your regional here in a week.
My pleasure. Have a good night, guys.
We're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to send it back to the station while we get prepared for baseball here in just a little bit. You're listening to Brave Softball on KOFO.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice: don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letter better stop the aggressive collection actions and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-878-6993. 800-878-6993. 800-878-6993.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ottawa falls to Friends 3-1 as they're eliminated from the KCAC softball tournament as we bring back Matt Kincaid. Ottawa does go 3-2 overall in the tournament. They pick up 3 more wins as their record on the year goes to 33 and 13, I think is what I've got it at, yes, on the season. So, a lot of things for the Braves to take from this where they continue to battle. I mean, mentally, 8 hours of just mental and physical strain and finding a way to get it, to the 7th inning against a team that had only played 7 innings today. Says a lot about this group and hopefully says a lot what's coming up for this team in a week and a half.
Yeah, and I think that they really figured a few things out. I mean, they showed that they could compete at a high level. Yesterday didn't have the best day at the park, and today was kind of a gut check day to come back and figure out, what kind of team do we want to finish the year as. And I think they grew a lot and really developed and played hard. And, yeah, they didn't end up winning this game, but the big picture is they got better.
One more to go today as we will bring Blake Griffin in here in just a little bit as we get set up. That is still in the 7th, I believe in the early parts of the top of the 8th inning over on the baseball field. And we have number 13 Braves baseball to bring you for our 4th game of the day as the Braves will take on the Tabor College Blue Jays for the 4th time this year as Tabor has been able to pick up a couple wins here as they did defeat McPherson earlier this afternoon. We'll bring you that coverage hopefully here in about 30 minutes. But in this one, the Braves do fall 3-1 to Friends, and they will wait to find out where they go on Wednesday as part of the national tournament that will start here in a week and a half. Matt, any final thoughts to wrap it up?
No, not really. It'll be, looking forward to seeing what the Braves baseball team does later tonight, and a lot to play for, and for the Lady Braves in particular, go home, get some rest, heal up a little bit, and just get ready to go and get focused for the next big run.
Well, Matt, again, thank you for all your help during this softball run this year. I know Jay definitely enjoys having you here because you've been their good luck charm most of the last year and a half. So again, thank you for running the stream as well as continue to get the hits, runs, and errors and everything out to people to make it as live as possible as they don't have anyone on the feed calling the games during this tournament on the softball side. So hopefully we bring a little bit to you. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Final score 3-1 Friends. Braves run at the KCAC tournament is over, but we still have baseball to cover, and we'll see you in a little bit. You've been listening to Ottawa Braves softball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Brave Softball on KOFO.